Hello and welcome to UMass Beyond the Classroom. I'm your host, Alex Weeder. Joining us today are two members of the UMass Men's Club volleyball team, Chris DeMilla and Gary Tarantino. They are here to tell us a little about the club volleyball team and their positions as treasurer and president. It's a pleasure to have you guys on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Great. So tell me, how did you get involved with UMass volleyball?
Well, kind of right out of high school. I started in 8th grade playing for Millis High School. And I'm from Massachusetts, so coming to UMass was kind of the thing to do for my school. I graduated with 72 kids, and I believe 9 of those kids came here, so kind of a big turnout out of the school. And I got looked at by a couple West Coast teams, but I kind of want to stay close to home and stay in Massachusetts, so UMass was the place for me.
Great. So Gary, what kind of background do you have in volleyball?
This is actually my 7th year playing. I started playing when I was a freshman in high school, and this is my junior year here at UMass, and definitely made a lot of friendships over the years. Definitely kids I've kept in contact with in high school, and now being on the club team here, definitely made a lot of friendships. And you always remember those games that you played in during high school and now during college, and definitely memories I've created for myself over the 7 years. And hopefully, next year will be my final year, and hopefully we'll finish strong.
Great. Well, sounds like you guys are quite the volleyball team. All right, so I know you both have high positions in the club. Tell me, what are those positions and the responsibilities? Why don't you start, Chris?
I'm the captain and the president of the team. It's kind of, I have to do kind of a little bit of everything and kind of all of it at the same time. I run the practices, I make sure we get to tournaments, I put in the lineups, just pretty much everything all at once, and it's kind of a 24/7 job, whereas if something goes wrong, it's kind of my butt's on the line. So.
Yeah, and Gary, what position do you hold?
I'm the treasurer on the team. It's not as complex as his position, but mainly with my position is just collection of money and controlling the expenditures of the team. So we require that everybody on the team pays $100 in dues, and that goes towards tournament spending and any gear that we get for the team. Melissa and myself right now have the shirts on, so $100 from each player, and basically just controlling the fact that it gets in the right hands of the people in charge of the tournaments, and that way we can play and really get the most out of our club team here.
Great. Well, those are some nice shirts.
Thank you.
So, how would you get on the UMass volleyball team? Are there tryouts?
We host tryouts in the fall and the spring. Open tryouts. Anyone's welcome to come. This year we had about 22 people come in, and we took about 5. The reason why it was so low, because we want to keep it competitive, so we took the best out of the group that we could. We first brought it down to like 15 kids, and then we brought it down to 13, and then it was down to 7, and now it's down to 5. Currently we're losing some players to injuries, and some of them are returning, some of them are new players. So it's just, we got to wait for those players to come back. But going back to tryouts, it's kind of 7 to 9 in the morning still. That's the time we practice also. And we host 1 week of tryouts and kind of just give everyone a fair shot to make the team. So.
Great. Well, how often do you practice usually?
We practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we practice from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and Thursday is from 5:30 to 7:30. Currently we're practicing at Boynton because the rec center is under construction with the court and all. Apparently a pole went through the floor, and we're waiting on the safety engineer to sign off on it. So.
Oh, wow. Well, it sounds like you guys put in some long hours. What teams do you play during the season?
We play a bunch of Northeast teams, really. The typical BU, BC, Northeastern out of the Boston area, and then we, probably go as far as Roger Williams and UNH, and basically Northeast teams. And it's good because you see the same kids year after year, so you kind of make some friendships through the other teams, and it's nice. Some days we'll have 1-day tournaments, sometimes we'll have 2-day tournaments, so it's nice to hang out with those kids because you only see them so often during the year.
Yeah. Good. So with all these teams, I assume you guys travel a lot. Yeah,
we do. The traveling actually comes out of our own pocket. The school doesn't have a bus or van that we can use to get to the tournament, so it's basically our own cars, our own money for gas, and traveling. Basically tournaments, like I said, all Northeast. So it's not too bad. Basically we wake 7 a.m.
Yeah,
early morning, and then again it's 1 or 2 day tournaments, and we stay at a hotel if it's a 2-day, and So it's nice to hang out with the kids on the team. A lot of good kids on the team. So it's
Very
definitely good.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So do you guys play your home games here at the UMass campus?
Well, currently we actually don't have any home games. We're looking to have one this season. It's kind of like pending in the background. But if we were to have a home game, it would either be in the rec center or in Boyden, or we would have to find another facility someplace in Amherst, because we have to find some kind of a facility that, one, can host all the teams, and then two, that has a surrounding area where all the teams can stay. So it's kind of a big deal to have a home tournament. So
Yeah. Wow. Well, great. Well, now that you guys are into practice, what are your expectations for the upcoming season?
Well, my expectations are kind of really high. Past seasons, the expectations have been kind of low. It's resulted in us losing quite a lot of games. And this season, I plan to change that. The team's great. We've all come together over the course of the years, and now that certain kids have graduated, it's kind of better for the team atmosphere, I guess. And it actually results in us playing better. So this year, I feel as if my goals can be met as far as being NECVL champs. So
Great. Well, awesome. Well, if someone was trying to get onto the team, how would they contact you?
they can either contact me or any one of the officers directly from the rec center website under sports clubs, and then there's a listing of all the clubs on the page, and just search men's volleyball. On that page, it's me, Nick, who's the vice, Gary, the treasurer, and then Matt, who's the secretary. And you can either contact any one of us by phone or email, or we have our website. Our website is kind of mainly, it has all of our information on it. It has people that are on the team, kids that have made the team, tryout information, tournament information, what's going on within the club, just kind of the general kind of blog of what's going on with the team, and it's just kind of a good way to get the information out. So.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, I wish the best to both of you as you guys start the season. So I hope you guys do well in your tournaments. That's it, and that's all the time that we have for today. I want to thank you guys, Chris and Gary, for joining us here. And as always, thank you for watching UMass Beyond the Classroom. I'm Alex Weeder. See you next time.